Well, the sun has come up a little bit, and look at this. Look at this. Can you believe that? That's Joseph. He's the big guy. The little one with the black one with the fluffy hair. That's Debbie. Oh. I don't think they want to be on the camera today. They pretty much came out to see if there was food, and I haven't put their food out yet. So, well, that's the way it goes. So this is my garden, and I just want you to greet these little guys the same way they greet me. And I wish you could sense the aroma. This is the white ginger flower, or white ginger lily, and it has the most awesome smell. I can't even describe it to you. It's like a soft, powdery gardenia. Like, imagine the gardenia essence. You bring it down a little bit, put like a little talcum powdery smell over it, and it is so sweet and so gentle. Oh wow, sorry, she wants to be in the show. Well, look at them. Here they are. They are a little camera shy. So, this is the greeting of the white ginger lily. Now, if you were here, you would understand the fragrance. Oh dear. Looks like there's a fertilization going on. And moving over, right along. Listen, you're gonna have to ignore my chickens, okay? Because they're just part of my life. Hold on. This is a Lantana Camara. Oh my gosh, she's coming back so beautifully. Had to cut her down because she had gotten so many vines, and had to take all the vines off so that she can come back strong. It's the Lantana Camara, and look, some of the flowers are just plain orange, but for the most part, they get a yellowy, fiery kind of flower. It's beautiful. Yeah, she's coming back strong. Well, by the time you get here, she'll be nice and strong. Now here I have a taro. I don't know if you've ever seen a taro. We don't use a taro in the bath, but he's here, so might as well have a look, right? So he looks a lot like the cocoyam, except that you can tell him by his little red dimple. See, all of his leaves have that little red dimple. That's how you know the difference between the taro and the regular cocoyam. A lot of people have been trying to pass off the cocoyam as taro, and I have to educate them. Say, where's my dimple? So here's a cocoyam, just so that you know the difference, you see? Sans, no red dimple. So don't let anybody fool you. That's the difference between the taro and the regular cocoyam. And right next to him is the jackass bitter, or what we call tres puntas. Now, he is a very important part of the bath because he is the primary antibiotic, antifungal, and antiviral in the bath. If that's what your life needs, then yeah, it's included in the agony. But one of the primary members of your bath is the white flower. You have a white flower and a red flower. So for red, we could use any hibiscus, or preferably the red rose if we can find it. So, oh my God, those chickens, well, you see, that's their house. That's where they live. And this is my yard. I try to keep it clean. That's the big old breadfruit tree over there, water catchment. And this is kind of the nursery, which we're working it out. took some of those bricks up because they were collecting too much water. And look, the mango tree is coming back. Remember we had cut him down? Back here we have all of the sugar cane. And I'm noticing that some trees came up while I was gone. So we have to inspect this and see what... Oh my goodness, look at this. The breadfruit had a baby. Look. I'm gonna have to dig it up because you can't live here, baby. You're gonna have to move. And I'm just having a look through my garden. A good look since I've been gone. Here's another cocoa yam, you see? No red dimple. No, it's a fake cocoa yam. There you go. No red dimple. In here we have some orchids. Again, they're just guys that want to be around. That's a ground orchid over there. Yeah. These are some really pretty orchids that are just growing around the breadfruit tree. Here's another one. Now around April and March, they're going to have gorgeous flowers, and maybe somebody can ID them, because I'm not really sure. I don't know their names. I just know they're beautiful, and I love having them around, especially the ground orchid. It's so pretty. Oh, look at this. Look what we have here. You know what that is. And look at his seed. Well, I'm not going to confuse you with that. Look at his seed. Oh, somebody ate them. But you know what this is. This is culantro. Coriander. And he's so tough. What a tough guy. Oh, and he's got little babies growing all over. Look at them. They're everywhere. I guess because no one's been here trampling around. Okay, we're getting distracted again. Let me continue with the next plant for the bath. This is a small leaf mint. Again, extremely aromatic. One of the most aromatic mints you'll ever find. A really, really strong essential oil that it gives out. That's an integral, very important part of the bath. And if I can catch, oh, the Damiana. None of them are open today. I was trying to catch an open one. This is a Damiana. And if I can keep my chickens from eating them, well, it'll be a better world. They absolutely love it. Between the small leaf mint and the Damiana, they're in heaven here. So, one of the other important herbs for your bath is the Damiana. It absolutely has to go in there, as well as this wide leaf Santa Maria. We have your wow, that's awesome. That's the Lipia alba. And if you remember, this is what we make toe out of. This has been confused with the datura, but it's not a datura, it's an angel trumpet. It's a Brugmansia. And here, look at it. Look at that. It's a beautiful flower coming up. Timing it just right for the moon. Look at you. So gorgeous. Growing right along. Now, this is the angel trumpet leaf, just so you don't confuse it. And this is the Santa Maria. This is the elephant foot. Remember, this is the leaf for this muscle tenderizer. These are the seeds that you can roast until they become brown, so you can use them like as a spice, like pepper. It has like a combination pepper and licorice kind of taste. It's really delicious. You can use these leaves to wrap up. If you're a meat eater, or even fish. You can wrap your meat in this and then roast it or cook it in that, and it just gives it a whole nother flavor. It just takes it to a whole nother level. So that's the Santa Maria all over the place. Another primary ingredient for our Garifuna herbal bath. And while I was gone, somebody ate the moringa tree, but she's coming back. Moringa is a whole nother video, okay? That's like a whole nother ball of wax, but we're going to talk about it. Not this time. We'll do something separate for that. And another important player in our bath is a base, or our common basil. This is a leaf of the common basil. Now, sharing this with you so that when you come here, it's not this big surprise. You'll just come and you'll be able to recognize some of the plants. But in the meantime, before you come, you can study them on your own and see what their benefits are. And maybe you can teach me a few things, right? So here's another Lipia. Beautiful Lipia alba. And Lipia is another one of those plants. It's been in our Garifuna bath ever since I can remember. Between the Lipia and the mugwort, or the Artemis, which I'm going to find in a second, those two have always been in our medicinal bath. And they're in there for transformation and healing. And what the Artemis does is it gives you strength and allows you to stand up. Stand up for your rights, just stand up as a woman, to stand up as a man. It just reinforces your will, which is initiated by the Damiana. So your power over your will comes in through the Damiana, and then it's fertilized by or potentiated by the Artemis. And the Lipia continues to elevate. It cleans the air around your head. It's like a mental health practitioner. And it lightens the load around your head, and then it's further elevated by the angel trumpet, which clears up distortions and heaviness and misconceptions, thoughts that have you going in the wrong direction. So these plants work on all levels, and I really can't wait until you can come, and I really hope you can, so that we can share these things face to face. Well, there are my coconuts. They're waiting to go on the land. But what I came here to show you is the Valeriano. It's called Valeriano, but in Spanish and in Garifuna, but you would know it as vetiver. And the parts that we use are the roots. And the roots are a primary ingredient for the anti-sorcery, protection against psychic vampires. So we would include that in the bath or in the bundle if that's your issue. If not, it doesn't hurt to put it in there for grounding and for rooting, because the strength of this plant is in its roots. It reaches like 14, 15 feet into the land. It's a very long root. It's good for the land as well. So it's good for humans and good for the land. And once they get situated and established, you can't move them suckers out of there, no matter what you do. They're here to stay. That's the Valeriano, valerian root. We'll tell you more about that. So for the color red, which is the primary color in your bath, remember we use the red flower and the white flower. They're both in your bath. Now, amongst many reasons, which I will elaborate at another time, the primary reason for the red flower in your bath is for grounding and connecting you to the earth. It has the color red, as well, most of you who are studying with me know, has no metaphysical benefits. Your metaphysical gifts and benefits come at the higher levels. Red is for connecting, because it makes no sense for you to have metaphysical gifts or to develop them if you're not connected. So that's why we put the red in there. Remember that.